Yeah, obviously off the back of a very successful campaign for Wales and having a lot of energy come into your group, which is fantastic, and the calibre of players. But they are also very excited to come back, I think, because of the nature of how we've been going and what they saw, and on the back of a win against Leinster. So there's a lot of positive things around the club at the moment.
Yeah, like you said, you're coming into this European fixture after that massive win against Leinster. How key is that in terms of momentum and confidence ahead of this one today?
I think it fuels self-belief above anything else, and I think that the nature of it, you know, coming back, you know, when everyone's written you off, and you know, with the mismatch in the sides and so on and so forth, I think it's only good for us as a group, not necessarily just for this game, but just in general. But we're in knockout rugby, and going in there in the best frame of mind will certainly help.
Ac o safbwynt yr ymprenawma?
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? I mean, we came down 5 years ago, and we brought a pretty inexperienced team down against a full Ospreys side and got them 45-0, I think it was. We're a different team today. We've got a stronger team, a far stronger team out today, and I think, you know, dare I say it, they're slightly not quite as strong as they used to be. So I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the Liberty Stadium for this European Challenge Cup game, where the hosts Ospreys are taking on today's visitors Newcastle. Winner takes all game. Set is looking good, the pitch is looking good. So waiting the teams. It's made for running, open, exciting rugby. Well, Ospreys are looking to progress in this competition, and as such they've picked a very, very strong team indeed. Unbeaten in the Challenge Cup so far, 2 from 2. Newcastle are visitors, played 2, lost to Cardiff Blues, but a very good victory against Castres Olympique. Well, the Ospreys bring plenty of firepower to the game. Nicky Smith, Alwyn Jones, Adam Beard, and the captain Tipperick back in the forwards. Behind it is more of the same. George North and Owen Watkin in for the visitors. 8 changes from the side that lost to Leicester in the Gallagher Premiership. New front row including Samoan international Mulipola. Well, Dean Richards looking on. Very, very experienced player and coach. I'll say 8 changes to the side. Today led out by their captain, English international Mark Wilson. They are buoyed in midfield by the return of Matthias Orlando. Argentinian centre will bring strength to that midfield alongside Pete Lecoq. Half-backs Brett Conan and also Michael Youngs. It was Conan with 11 points against Castres Olympique. So, plenty of European experience in there, but that man there, Mark Wilson, will lead from the front. I'm pleased to say joining me in the commentary box today is former World Player of the Year, Shane Williams.
Yeah, long time ago, and pleasure, good to be back. Got the weather for it anyway, and the weather's come back, and so have the international players to this Osprey side.
Well, as you say, plenty of firepower for the Ospreys and the whole Welsh contingent back, which will be huge to them, and this is a great opportunity. I think they'll fancy their chances in this competition.
Yeah, I think Toby Booth has certainly highlighted that this is the competition they can win. Now, obviously, the remaining competition they can win. I think that's reflected in that win. the team and the squad that he's picked today. Like the Tiprick, Alan Wynne-Jones, Adam Beard, obviously George North as well back in there. It's a strong squad. They want to carry on the momentum. They've had a pretty good season. They want to finish it in style.
1-2, 1-2. Your own time, okay?
In the middle today, Ludovic Kerr of France.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's say conditions absolutely perfect.
It's okay, Gwyn. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's good to go.
Which side? Right. Captain White. Gray. Captain.
Well, Luke Price, 50th game for the Ospreys, and it's underway straight into the hands of Penny. Young just outside his 22. Uses the runner. They work their way into midfield. Sometimes difficult then for the halfbacks to clear from there. They've gone in, thought about the kick, saw something was on. A little bit of width now. Tackle coming in from Beard. Width here, and there are numbers. George North does well, just holds his space. Eventually is greeted by fullback Tom Penny. North makes the tackle, and that's the first turnover.
Yeah, on his feet.
It's good patience from North there on the wing.
Yeah, George North done well there. He kind of held off, waited for Penny to cut back inside, made the tackle. He's a big man, but he can get down really low and really offer himself to try and turn that ball over. Clever defending. Luke Price be looking for a big game today, when he obviously he's second fiddle at the moment to Myla. Stephen Myla, he's having the opportunity today amongst the big boys.
Yeah, on you please.
It's a lovely kick. On you please. You'll be getting within 10 to 15 meters of that line. He's done just that from quite an acute angle. Very slow arrival.
Yeah, first on the mark please.
For the Ospreys.
Sam Parry be rubbing his hands. He's scored a few tries from this position, hasn't he, already this season?
Well, he's top try scorer in the tournament. 2 against Cast, 1 against Worcester Warriors, which we actually enjoyed down there. With a crowd. Could have bought a beer if we wanted to. Didn't. Could have.
One stop.
Alarm up from the referee signaling the line out is still in play. Parry's at the back. Just trying to wriggle around now. He breaks off. There is a little bit of space there for the hooker. Does well. Trips slightly. He's met by Kathleen Wilson. Good ball. Beard offloads to Jones. Underneath the shadow now of the Newcastle sticks. Wow. That's a coach killer, isn't it? Put yourself in a very, very good position. Taps on the back for Jordan McGuigan. The Newcastle hooker. Frustrating though.
It's a horrible penalty to give away, because Mafafia gets in a great position. There's a bit of everything there. There's a bit of a neck roll as well, and just flopping over the top there. It's just an easy giveaway. Newcastle can clear their lines.
Well, let them off the hook really. After well-worked play from Sam Parry, coming off the back of that line now. Did very well because he was isolated, but he just held up. There will be the man with the pat on the back from his fellow forwards. George McGuigan for Newcastle through to this line.
Back to closing. Greer closing.
Time off.
Well, a little bit of Morris dancing going on. Referee.
No, you close. No, yes, I speak to him. You close the gap and he moves.
Clarification
so
with Ospreys skipper.
So you have a mark. Stay on the mark, please. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what do you do when if you're the opposition? You look down at that team sheet and you suddenly see the likes of Owen Watkin, Nicky Smith, Adam Beard, Alan Wynne-Jones, Justin Tipperick coming back to a starting lineup. That's quite daunting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And you know, all respect to Newcastle, they don't quite have the superstars or the international players coming back. And
knock on black.
Yeah, okay. You're away from home.
Advantage only.
You want to have a go. You want to have a go in this competition, and you look up, and Ali Wynn's facing you. Then you got Tipperick. Then you got Owen Watkin, who's on the cusp of getting in that team. George North, what a great Six Nations. Yeah, it is tough.
And it is that man who feels the ball. Inside then to Morris. Man of the match last time out. Morgan Williams from the base wall, slightly a little bit excited, into the hands though of Williams. Morgan Williams now back at scrum half. A little bit of excitement on that first pass. It was a bit of quick ball, but again at the breakdown, referee very hot on this. And I think so long as you're consistent with that, the players will understand that, and hopefully will reduce the number of penalties at the breakdown.
Yeah, there's a big focus now, isn't it, on giving advantage to the team with the ball, and you've just got a split second this day and age to get away there and roll away. It's difficult. It's almost rugby league style, isn't it, when you see them wriggling on the floor there. If you get trapped in there, it's a tough place to come from. And I think it's just hands in on that one, isn't it? Just has a second go at it when he has no right to.
Stay under 15, please.
Oh, didn't look straight. I think they got away with that one, to be honest. Referee wasn't quite looking, but it's still the Ospreys. Front foot, good tackle coming in from the back row of Newcastle. Watkin takes it up. Again, met by a white wall. Tipperick has missed. Parry takes it on. Price pulls it back. Little step from Giles. Oh, good turnover at the base.
Release now, release now, release. Ball is here, turnover is good.
Well, again, that's great defence from the Falcons.
Use it, use it.
It is a great step from Keelan Giles, but coming off his right foot meant that he stepped away from the support run as the Ospreys had there.
It is that man, Giles. Opportunity midfield, did well, second time of asking. Oh, and then a charge, that was an opportunity. It'll pop up to Callum Chick. Oh, I was going to say they're offside there. So unlucky, off the boot of captain Mark Wilson, and I think they got out of jail there, maybe.
Accidental offside.
Yes, it's a bit hectic at the moment. It's horrible bumps for Keelan Giles. He kicks the ball, it's far too low, isn't it? Thocky just gets the charge down. I think it's just a knock-on from Michael Young as he tries to get hold of it in the centre of the field. It's a bit sketchy, isn't it? Both teams at the moment made a couple of mistakes, a couple of penalties given away at the breakdown, but both testing each other.
A little break in play. Some treatment. As you say, just a little bit hot potato at the moment. No one's really imposed themselves in this opening 10 minutes or so. I wonder if the weather has part to play with that. If there's a feel they want to go wide, feel they want to play quickly, whereas I think you just have to set the base first.
We all get excited when there's a bit of sun out, don't we, and Andy, in Wales, and it seems to be the case. Not much kicking at the moment, it's all been just throwing the ball around. Just testing the water. It's like the breakdown area already. He's had about 3 or 4 penalties. Might see a few more today.
Ruben Morgan Williams waits to put the ball into the scrum. Good blindside for the Ospreys. They stack it with 3. And for the Falcons, at the first line, you've got Brett.
Both need higher binds this side. Both need higher binds.
He's joined by the Argentinian Matthias Orlando. Just closing off that blindside. Deeper then is Ben Stevenson.
Yes.
So it's inviting the Ospreys to come and attack them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, Stevenson, he's dropped a long way here on the left-hand side. Obviously, you've got Penny covering the right-hand side.
Well, I think you've got Price standing 15 metres outside the scrum. It's asking an awful lot of Will Welsh, the Newcastle back rower. Flat pass now from Morgan Williams. Almost takes the back rower out of the game. You can see he's on edge already, looking to go. Well, here we go. Missed ball. Well, Stevenson came up north. Takes 3 to bring him down. Actually worked out quite well defensively for Newcastle. Price into midfield finds Beard. Beard looks to offload. Good wraparound by Price. And again, 3rd time of asking in this passage of play. Opportunity on that far side. Little Demian go inside ball. And Price once again just lost his footing. ball is there. Quickly, well, Newcastle up in midfield. They really cut off Morgan Williams' options. Slower ball. Williams to Watkins. Watkins steps back inside, finds Parry. Clear out comes from Dan Evans. Ruben Morgan Williams once again. Alan Wynne, Tipperick. And then, well, I was going to say he would have been quite apt had Price gone over. So many times he was involved in this opening try. Kieran Williams gets over for the try, but that was down to the sheer hard work of outside half Luke Price. And as you said at the start of the game, he wants to put a marker down and show what he can do. We'll take a bow, sir.
Yeah, and even from the last facet of play, he's involved about 3 or 4 times there in this one. It's a great answer from Tipperick just to get hold of it, but yeah, Luke Price should have gone over himself there. I would have, I know that, but all sat on that left-hand side, and it was great rugby from the Ospreys. It's a lovely, unselfish pass.
I think it was the right pass. I think it was the right pass. You might have been there a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I was quite greedy in mine, but yeah, I think Kieran Williams would have said, I'd enough to say if Luke Price didn't quite make it there, but lovely play on the left-hand side from the Ospreys. Playing with confidence.
Well, it all came from that scrum midfield, and they attacked it quite hard. We felt at first that Newcastle had done very well to defend it, but the industry of this chap here reaped the rewards for the Ospreys. And aptly so, extra 2 points added to the total. Well, that's great work all around. Say, very, very good play. Scoring pass given by the outside half, a man who started the move, and he finishes it with the extra 2 points for the conversions. Ospreys 7, Newcastle 0. Price pulls it back. They look to go from inside their own 22. Stevenson comes up, makes the tackle. Now, we've had one go. Do you then settle the ship and look to clear your lines? Alan Jones comes in, clears out, just protects that ball. As does Marfufia. Cullen did well, took the ball out of the air. Orlando drives. Well, they have to flip the ball inside. Good defence from the Ospreys using that line out. You talk about line out, or the touchline being your friend, being an extra defender. It's exactly what the Ospreys did there.
Yeah, clever defence by Owen Watkins. Didn't fully commit. Orlando, he does well really to stay in. And Penny does well to reclaim actually, but again, Ruben Morgan Williams with the follow-up tackle, just push him to the touchline.
I thought that came off Newcastle Falcons player. However, it will be Wigan goes to the back over the top. And it is Ruben Morgan Williams who spots that gap, does well, gets to the halfway line. Jones, lovely spin pass, finds Morris. Work out towards that left-hand flank again. Giles, little chip over the top now. It's about the bounce, is it kind? Oh, it evades them all.
Lovely pass.
Well, that's Dan Evans. Well, it was lovely play, wasn't it? Great passing, ball out in front. Space was behind the Newcastle Falcons defensive line. Lovely chip over the top from Giles. The bounce evaded them all.
Yeah, again on that left-hand side, Withaki is just giving that man Keelan Giles far too much room. He's too quick. I don't think he realises how quick he is. It's a lovely follow-up from Owen Watkins. The bounce is horrible for Keelan Giles, but Owen Watkins again. Just follow up. There's the pass from him initially. He falls on the inside line. Yeah, he just wanted this to bounce into his hands, didn't he? But it was awful bounce. Great follow-up. But the offload's even better. Look at this. Daniel Evans just holding. He's a metre away from the try line. Doesn't have to do much. Probably one of his easiest tries. But well worked.
Well, as you say, it was all about the support play. Not giving up a lost cause. Just making yourself an option for the ball carrier. Well, exactly the start that the Ospreys would have asked for. And another 2 points to the boot of outside half Price. And you'd say the opening quarter of the game, it's all about the Ospreys.
Yeah. Diana just says thank you very much, Owen Watkin. I love that one, but I think the Ospreys certainly identified there's room on this left-hand side. George Withoki needs to be a bit wider, needs to drag the 13 out with him. I think Orlando's given him far too much work to cover Keelan Giles. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. They'll probably go again if they get another opportunity.
Well, they were very keen to go last time. Just outside the 22, and it is even Morgan Williams weighs up his options again. He'll go the aerial route. That's longer than he would have expected. Conan infield from Penny. Kick chase is good from the Ospreys. They're just drifting close to that offside line. The referee was looking at that quite intently. Young from the base. Again, referee just looking at that offside line, inside ball, forward. Well, you can understand what they were trying to do, right in line with us, trying to get the ball into the hands of George. Okay.
Ospreys very lucky this inside pass there. Sam Parry just gets caught napping, doesn't he? He was never going to get to Withoki there on the outside. You can see him gritting his teeth as he went past, but luckily for him, it was a forward pass.
Wasn't much in it. So I'm sure Dan Evans wasn't too unhappy to hear the whistle there either.
High bind.
Yeah. Your shoulder, please, and high bind. High bind. And you long bind, please.
Again, you've got Keelan Giles right on the far left-hand side there.
And also George North now directly behind the scrum.
It's a nightmare to defend that because you've got that blind side. Look how big that blind side is as well.
But you also look at it, you've got on this this near side to us, Stevenson, he cannot leave that blind side, can't go.
Stay back. Win.
Well, they'll go back for a penalty. Price thought about going quickly then.
Under pressure.
Yeah, this will be a good Price. Will get as close to this try line as he possibly can. Doesn't want to overcook it though. We've seen the Newcastle Falcons already defended a driving ball really well.
Ludo, three greys not getting a bind at all.
I don't think he'd be overly happy with that. His first kick was very good from a much tighter angle.
More to do
that was a penalty. The referee saw no advantage coming, so went back. And now the Ospreys opportunity just inside the Falcons 22.
Stay on the 15,
Mafu Fiat just giving Sam Parry last instructions. As is quite often a slight overthrow. Guigan spots it at the back, does well the Newcastle hooker. And another opportunity blown by the Ospreys in the opposition 22.
Yeah, that's an area which was a problem for the Ospreys probably at the start of the season or maybe end of last year. Seemed to have worked on that a lot and rectified that, but that one there just too much guns in the week from Sam Parry, I think. Too much on it.
Wait, fight.
Young goes through George North underneath. Good timing though. As soon as he takes the ball, he's engulfed. But
no, you are good, but tackler not rolling away.
I think that's against the captain, Mark Wilson.
Tackler is okay. But number 6, tackler.
Beg your pardon, Will Welsh, the back rower. Just going back to the Ospreys, though, I think sometimes when they start all the Morris dancing, and you know really that they're only going to be throwing up Tipperick.
Yeah, he used quite a lot, doesn't he? Sure.
Inside. Yeah.
And this is the penalty. North as well.
It's just unable to run out the way. One, he's got George North on top of him, and he's about 110 kilos. You do well to get him off you anyway. Two, you're supporting players coming along as well. It's a really difficult one. Will Walsh, hard done by, but George North unable to play the ball back.
I think sometimes it reminds a little bit of you watch rugby league when the players are trying to go quickly and they're sprawling around like a dying fish. Perhaps that's what you have to do now to make it look as if you are trying your best to get away.
The funniest thing is you watch the players when they're underneath like that, they're looking at the ref as if to say, look, I am trying to get out of the way. The refs are just going, well, you're not getting out of the way, I'm sorry, that's the law.
Well, time back on. Line out ensues again, and the Ospreys on that penalty, and the Sampoys kick to the touchline will be looking to launch another attack. Again, a very slow, deliberate entrance into this line out. Better ball, but not straight.
That's the second one now, Andy. Got into this position twice in the last 5 minutes, and both times they've lost the ball. One was an overthrow, that one not straight. It's frustrating because it's a great area in which to attack, especially when you've got the opposing team on the back foot.
We are in the 22, so.
Well, this was it again. A lot
Too bad to say.
But Newcastle won't be complaining at all.
We are in.
Whole new front row on the side that lost to Leicester in the Gallagher Premiership. Trevor Davidson, local lad, played over 100 games for Bladen. George McGuigan and the Samoan Logovi Mulipola. That is Chick. Number 8 pulls the ball back, and very good kick indeed. Dan Evans fields it, looks infield, left-footed. Now an opportunity. Everybody pretty much in front of the outside half column. Finds his fullback Penny. Excellent tackle on that far side, but offside, says the referee.
Yeah, great play from Newcastle. It was a great kick initially from Brett Connon. Long left. You noticed that George North was up nice and flat. Dan Evans was covering the centre of the field. Kept the ball in. And the Ospreys players didn't get back onside after the Dan Evans kick.
You have to move back. You are in front of the kicker. Oh, it's a great player. Stay.
Yeah, this is it here. All up offside. You
have to move back.
Even though
an opportunity to white.
Newcastle brought the ball back to them, you have to physically make an effort.
Yeah,
show that you're making an effort to get behind that ball. Well, an opportunity for Newcastle now to attack. Playing into quite a stiff breeze here. They go to the front. It's spelt. Oh, good ball.
Outside, yeah.
Takes it. Thucky comes into the midfield. Tackle from Alan Wynn. Well, shots himself as a runner. Doesn't make much in the way of yards and leaves it for Young. Will he go high? He does indeed. It's a better kick. Price immediately engulfed man and ball. The outside half did exceptionally well. Looks after the ball as well.
Yeah, Mark was rubbing his hands there, wasn't he? It was a free hit on Luke Price. Luke dropped for the kick. You can see the kick come in, the box kick from Young.
Wait, fine. Okay, thanks.
Well, it's a better length now from the scrum half, Morgan Williams. And that's a perfect box kick. Kick to get the ball back. They do just that. Just the right height. The chase was very good.
7 Gray.
Reaps the reward. They get the penalty. And an opportunity then to get back into that Newcastle half.
No, it is.
Yeah, it's all about the chase, isn't it? Certainly, Keelan Giles didn't go up and attempt to try and compete in the air. Thucky gained the ball. It was a good tackle from Keelan Giles, but then you had that man, Justin Tipper, was always hovering around that breakdown. Got there nice and early, hands on the ball. Great turnover. Big lineup for the Ospreys now. They've lost their last two in probably a very similar area, be it on the other side of the field. It'll be interesting to see what they go for here. They've gone long twice. Twice they've lost the ball in possession.
Well, interestingly enough, which you won't hear at home at the moment. Duncan Jones, former Welsh international, talking, and coach and staff down here, talking about fundamental ball, the basics, and that's exactly what the Ospreys do here now. Into midfield, front foot stuff. Jones waits, with support. Fia stands over and guards. Tiprick to Price, lovely offload then from Williams. Giles dancing feet on that far side. Arm out from the referees, that ball just spilled forward. Well, you can't fault the endeavour for the Ospreys, but you also have to praise the defence of Newcastle.
Yeah, it was good defence from Newcastle, but they did overshoot. Most of the Newcastle team there came over on the open side. They left that blind side quite open, but they done well to regather, scramble back over. Lovely step from Keelan Giles, but he took his eye off the ball for a bit, knocked it on in the process. There's definitely space on that far side for the Ospreys. Just unfortunately that time Keelan Giles couldn't keep hold of the ball.
Were you surprised at the selection of George North on the wing, given how well he performed in the Six Nations?
Well, yeah, you know, he's a winger in and out and out, but the fact that he's been playing so well at 13, you get him in the game nice and early, you'd think that the Ospreys would try that, but Toby Booth sees him as a winger, but they want to get him involved in the game as much as they can.
Well, this was the try. The hard work from outside half Luke Price. And then the next one, lovely dink into space from Keelan Giles. The bounce favoured Williams. Offloads then to fullback Dan Evans. Great support and a great start for the Ospreys to this European Rugby Challenge Cup. Home advantage working at the moment for the Ospreys. Knockout stage. So the winner of this game will go through. It will be Newcastle to start off in their 22 again. Scrum half Michael Young, who's seen a lot of the ball. Unfortunately, most of it has been on the back foot. Difficult place to get out of now. Scrum has been pretty steady for the Falcons, and they get a free kick. And that's soft, really. Again, that gives Newcastle the opportunity to clear their lines. No pressure whatsoever. Don't think they'll take the scrum again. So this will either go long and into touch, they will cough up possession, or just long downfield and a good kick chase. It is the latter. Evans takes it. Giles wraps around his fullback. Looks for a little bit of space. Steps off that right foot, goes to ground. Ball is there. Morgan Williams into midfield. Higher second row. Adam Beard, another penalty at the breakdown. Well, this will be the moment where referee Ludovic Kerr speaks to Newcastle captain Mark Wilson.
Yeah, there's been far too many penalties already from both teams actually in this area, in the breakdown area. Just been a little bit untidy. Both teams compete in there. Both teams already been told off by the ref. It's a bit messy. I think Luke Price would have wanted a bit more distance on that kick.
Just out of interest, Dan Evans, left footer, right side of the pitch, always amazes me.
Yeah, and it's not as if he's not confident. He's got a massive left boot on him. It's perfect. That's lovely. You know, 10, 15 yards out on the right hand side here. It's a much easier kick.
Good pace onto the ball, good flat ball right into the heart of that Newcastle defence. They come again. Price looks for a flat ball, finds Evans, bounces the first tackle. Clear out comes in from Griffiths. Just going a little bit too far on the floor, and you have to say the referee has been consistent. I think it's helping the game, but he's right.
No, he is right, and the problem, especially in the Osprey side, is the first man in trying to clear that ball, it just isn't good enough. Dan Evans hits the ground. Look, Luke Price, he's got his back on the ball somehow, then he's been twisted there, and when you got some of the strength of Wilson, he's just going to manhandle you. The height isn't good enough. and the technique isn't good enough from the Ospreys at the moment. If you want to get more points on the ball, you've got to keep playing through the phases, but to do that, you've got to keep hold of the ball in the breakdown.
Well, as you say, Newcastle are playing into a breeze, but stiff at times. Good ball, didn't come straight off the top, just held on. Well, takes it on. Go again, this time through Peterson. US Eagles second row. Rugen has missed. As is the captain Wilson. Now he's gone straight over the top. Referee didn't see that. Ball is pulled back from Conan. The hands of Wakoki. Good feet from the fast man. This is better from Newcastle. Building now, going through a few phases. Conan into midfield. Good defensive set coming in. Nicky Smith with a big hit then. Conan again. Mulipola.
Not complete.
Youngs just looking to pick out runners. Good defensive line once again. It's Orlando in midfield. Really no pressure on the centre there. Just took his eye off the ball last minute and spilled it. And again, one of those that would frustrate the coach.
Yeah, it's probably the best facet of rugby we've seen Newcastle play, really. A lot of options. Forwards hitting it up. Greg Peterson had 2 good big carries. And then out the back. Yeah, Orlando just doesn't need to drop that, does he? He's got plenty of time. I think what the Ospreys are doing really well is they're changing their defence. Sometimes they're coming out really aggressive from the outside in, and then sometimes they hold off. And I think Orlando was expecting to have a black jersey in his face there, but he had plenty of time.
Crash! Bind! Set!
Ruben Morgan-Williams again then feeds the scrum. But a shot from Newcastle has been fairly even in that scrum, and they are rewarded then. You could see a real shunt from the Falcon pack.
Yeah, loose head. Yes!
Yeah,
I'll let you talk us through that one.
Yeah, well,
Go down.
I can't tell you what's happened at the end. I think it's just the pressure, and Morgan Morris just can't get hold of the ball. Good pressure from Newcastle, but this is normally an area where the Ospreys do okay on. They really have struggled to get that ball, clean ball, especially from the back of that scrum. That ball just needs to come a bit quicker. Morgan Morris just needs to get hold of that, so the ref hasn't got time to deem that Newcastle are dominating that area at the moment.
Well, ensuing penalty gave outside our Brecon the opportunity to put the ball into the Ospreys 22. Not a bad kick at all. Probably 15 metres away from the Ospreys line. Their best attacking opportunity coming in the latter stages of this first half. Massive overthrow. Planned move. They go again. All sweep round Davidson this time now under the posts of the Ospreys from the base. Guigan. Drive comes in. Wilson adds his weight. Still players waiting. Youngs backs to the right again to Davidson. It's the captain this time, Mark Wilson. Well, 10 minutes left on this first half. From the base once again. This time Will Welsh, the back rower, arm out from the referee, playing advantage. Little dink over the top, might as well try something. Well, play on there, but referee saying no advantage coming. And it will be an opportunity for the Falcons. Middle of the pitch, difficult one here. Tough to find touch. Don't want to kick it probably.
Well, the scrum's not going too badly.
I was going to say, you'd probably think they'll have a scrum.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Newcastle have done really well again. Playing in the right areas. Good ball carrying again.
Yeah, Mark.
That's right. I think
Well,
that time is
from the referee,
is it?
signalling the penalty.
Yeah, see Michael Young, just as soon as Newcastle have a penalty, Michael Young just kicks the ball over the top. I get it that you've got a free shot, but perhaps you need to go maybe
play a bit,
have another go, and maybe 2 or 3 goals, especially with ball carriers like Peterson and Wilson, very powerful. Have a couple of goals, and then when you think the advantage may be coming over, then put the ball to foot.
Captain, keep your
A bit of a mess, first time of asking.
2 call-outs. Come right.
It's fine my side.
Yeah.
Fine my
Huge blind side.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's just with Thaki right on the right-hand side there. Keelan Giles is just eyeing him up.
Restart.
He will close him down as quick as he possibly can, I can assure you. It's a massive blindside.
Keep the gap.
Well, Brett Cannon outside half and Tom Penny, fullback, stood directly behind the scrum. So as a betting man, I'd say pick up from Callum Chick. Penny goes with him. Colin goes left. Flat pass to the speedster.
Yeah, they can't give it away too early though, because Dan Evans has just cruised over to the side.
What do we know? They come back this way into the hands of Lukac. Short of the line, plenty of numbers there. Is the fullback. Great tackle from Price. Penny couldn't quite get there. Keeps his composure though. Arm out again from the referee. Plenty of pressure now for the Ospreys. And it is the Falcons who go short. Referee is right on the spot. I think it's held up. Well, they fooled everyone with the way they set up. They went into the area with the most number of players. Very congestion.
I think the scrum dictated that, the way it shifted.
I see a great
player.
player
To go on the right, but
just under the
there's a lot of hands under that ball.
Just check if you have a
you won't get many better views than that from the referee.
He's right on it, isn't he?
Of the great player. So my own feeling.
Unless he does a Roman Poit and gets his head in there, he's not going to get a better view.
I come back. PK against.
You're not going to get nothing from this angle.
So your decision is not try.
Mafufia just going in to block the TMO view. See, the front rowers, they're not done, are they, nowadays?
Not at all.
I have to say, if the referee who was in pretty much the best spot saw nothing, they go to TMO. I'll tell you the one thing first that sticks out to me is no arms.
Have you another angle, please? Yes, that one.
It's always a danger when you do go that low, isn't it? Unable to wrap your arms around.
Yeah, the tackle by 7 Gray. No arms.
That's not an angle you're going to give a try from.
Here's the one.
We cannot see the ball touch at the ground.
Par contre,
on voit pas le ballon.
voilà, par contre, reviens avant, je veux voir le plaquage du 7.
We want to see the tackle of the number 7.
They penalty advantage, I think they were still on.
No try, okay.
Le gris?
Yeah, but
oh, this is what we don't want to see, and he's just, I think the ref's just spotted it, isn't he?
Yes.
With the blue.
This could be true. And there again, that's the other thing. That flags up other things.
He may have just jinxed him out.
Near the goal line.
Yeah, near the goal line. Check just.
Please.
Tackle by 7 Gray.
I'm not sure if he makes a tackle or if he just falls.
Another angle, please. Thank you.
There's Tippert now, blue head guard.
Ouais, il est de l'autre côté là. He's on the other
that
side.
That is not an angle in which you're going to see
angle,
anything.
Please.
You've got a full ruck in front of you there, so
Z.
Unless it's rather obvious on the other side.
Ils vont te l'envoyer, ils vont te l'envoyer. On en a un qui est bon là.
Do you know, I just think he's... there's 3 Falcons forwards coming towards him. I just think he's been bundled over. I think that first arm looks like it's trying to go around, doesn't it?
We didn't see the grounding.
It's always a contentious one, this, isn't it? You go that low, it is difficult to wrap your arms, but...
Yeah, you do clearly infringement of the goal line. You go, you go on the leg without arm. It's a no arm tackle. No, you go with the shoulder. No arm tackle near the goal line. Yeah, there it is.
Well, from... momentarily, they were overjoyed, holding up the Falcons over the line. And then, while searching for that, the team was spotted a no-arms tackle.
You have the option.
Yeah, that call's obviously come in from the TMO, but...
Hope it wasn't us they listened to.
Time on.
Oh, the old tap.
Do you know, I like this.
Great,
I do like that tap and go. It's only what they would have done off the back of a scrum, and you're that much closer already. Good drive coming again. Weight coming from the bowler, and then over. Oh, well done, well played Newcastle in fairness. Didn't need the complication of having a scrum. A little tap and go. Trevor Davidson reaps the rewards. I'm sure by this evening that'll be from 30-40 metres.
Yeah, all that's come from a quick tap, because you've also got that energy after that. You haven't just scrummaged against 1,000 kilos. You can pick and go.
Just sensible play.
Behind.
Great
yeah.
front row try that. All three of them, Trevor Davidson, Joe McGuigan and Lagovi Mulipola.
Again, Sam Parry just falls off, doesn't he? He's got a lot of weight behind him there as well to help him over, but probably a little bit too easy as far as the Ospreys are concerned.
Well, it's taken them a while, but they are on the scoreboard. Narrow the gap. Very well worked. Front row try, finished off by Trevor Davidson. Opportunity for Conan to add the extra points. Lovely strike from the outside half. Flags go up. And it's game on again. Yeah, the gap is now to 7.
That's why it's always very difficult, isn't it? When you get in the, the Ospreys have been in the 22 of Newcastle so many times. I've lost the ball from the line out. I've given penalties away. Okay, yeah, you go 14-0 up, but it's so frustrating because you allow the team back into your 22. Perhaps only once we've seen that this afternoon, and they've come away with 7 points. And all of a sudden, again, it's game on.
Well, game on, and they're the skipper down. Big 5 minutes now for the Ospreys. Newcastle will be buoyed by this. Tom Penny, the fullback, comes in, takes that ball, rides the tackle of Alan Wynne-Jones. Suddenly now there's a spring in the step of the men in white. Just get outside their own 22 via USA Eagles second row Greg Peterson. Young can't go directly to touch, so just goes downfield. Evans underneath it, starts off on one of those mazy runs, rides the first tackle from Callum Chick, doesn't left to get past. Jones pulls it back to Price, to Giles. Giles, little hitch kick in midfield, finds a gap. On the front foot now, the Ospreys, quicker ball, this is better. Jones once again pulls it back. Oh, there's fear, but drops it. Well gathered though by Lagovi Mulipola. Think over the top from Luca. And then, in touch, but that was a great chase coming from Stevenson. And it just shows a little bit of a spring in the step after scoring a try, and suddenly they're back in the Ospreys 22, and it was a very good scoring opportunity.
That's a lovely kick from Lukaku there. He knew there was a turnover, he knew there was space behind because George North was committed in that line. Lovely, lovely take from Stevenson, but an even better tackle from Dan Evans. Really had to cover a lot of ground to get there, but Ospreys need to clear, open up, wake up I should say, because Newcastle are playing to the best rugby at the moment.
Overthrow again. It's the front row union once again. David McGuigan getting close to that line, 5 metres out. Into the hands of the captain. Offloads to Callum Chick, the number 8.
Yeah, screaming on the right-hand side here.
Young again. Flick over the top. Arm up from Mulipola, waiting for that ball. The big fella in the front row gets it, drives on. Support comes from the try scorer Davidson. It's there for Youngs. He has to get it. Second time of asking though. Still they go. Lovely inside ball. Well, arm out from the referee. And it certainly looks to be Newcastle. There's that little dink over the top again. Well read though on this occasion by Beard.
Yeah. Great play from Newcastle. Michael Young, you don't have to kick that every time you see the referee's hand coming up. Play the advantage, play a couple of phases. Ospreys were in trouble then. Again, the discipline from the Ospreys just isn't good enough. Giving far too many penalties away. They've already got Justin Tipperick in the sin bin. All Newcastle at the moment.
Scrum. Man down. Mind you, tap and go.
Worked last time.
Well, there's always the opportunity of losing a line out, losing a scrum. You'd have to go a bit to lose a ball when you're tapping it.
Just a far more organised Newcastle in this end of the first half, aren't they? Good options inside and out.
First part of the conundrum is sorted now. Newcastle, eyes and ears of this rolling ball are those of Michael Young, the scrum half, pointing, cajoling, and they go. Another drive again. In there is the ball somewhere. Referee's on the spot. Arm goes up. Second try for Newcastle. They have had a purple patch. Indeed, it's a penalty try. No need to convert. It's 14 all here at the Liberty. And there's a card coming. Well, from a team that were so in control for much of this first half, they'll now be going into the dressing room at half-time. Probably drawing, but certainly with a two-man deficit.
Yeah, and it's all from the pressure of Newcastle. Again, second venture into the Ospreys 22, and they've come away with 14 points, and well deserved. That was well organised, very, very patient, and just powered their way over the line. Another card, cynical foul, and this time it's Adam Beard that's had it, I think. Yeah, Adam Beard's coming off. Another international. The Ospreys are losing.
I think if you look from the other angle, I have to say the referee has got it absolutely bang on. Absolutely spot on.
Yeah, well, it's all well and good Adam Beard walking off, moaning and shaking his head, but it's done.
Orlando. They were wishing that half-time wasn't coming. And for the Ospreys, it can't come soon enough. I have to say, in fairness to the Falcons, they've weathered the initial storm from the Ospreys, facing, or looking down the barrel of 14-point deficit. Little bit of width. Looking to make the most of the last few minutes of this first half. When Jones makes the tackle in midfield, Newcastle through Argentinian centre, Orlando.
Release now, release now.
Unipola just looks after that ball.
Well, Newcastle
Peterson,
don't look to be kicking the ball at the moment, do they? They're looking at...
well, they're looking to keep the ball alive, aren't they? They want to strike again.
Use it, 9.
Yeah, they probably don't want half-time to come, do they? The way they're playing at the moment, doesn't look like it.
Well, downfield they go. Dan Evans will wait underneath this ball. Oh, most unlike him, and he just hacks it out. And probably that sums up the last couple of minutes of this first half for the Ospreys. A game where they looked so comfortable and went ahead through the tries of Giles and Evans. But it was the Falcons who came back. Try from front rower Trevor Davidson, and then after great work from a driving line out, a penalty try was given here at the Liberty Stadium. It's 14 apiece. Well, welcome back to the Liberty Stadium for this European Rugby Challenge Cup game, where it is evenly poised as we go to start the second half. 14 points apiece. It was the Ospreys who came out with the blocks flying. Tries Giles and Dan Evans. Conversions from outside half, Luke Price. But then Newcastle towards the end of the first half came back. A well-worked try by front rower Trevor Davidson, and then a good driving more from a line-out resulted in referee Ludovic Pereira giving a penalty try. 14 points apiece. What we haven't added is that the Ospreys are also down to 13 men, with their captain Justin Tipperick and second row Adam Beard sat on the naughty step. Shane, it was an exciting first half, but I think if you were the Ospreys coaching staff, you'd be a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, I reckon some of the Osprey boys' ears will be ringing after that team talk from Toby Booth. I'm sure he had a few choice words to say about their discipline. Great start for them initially, but it was all Newcastle the last 15 minutes of that half. Very narrow George North there because he's got no defence inside him.
He does eventually make the tackle. No changes at half-time to either side. All the Chargers given the responsibility of having another go. And it is Newcastle who looked to spread the ball. They kept it reasonably tight for the opening 20-25 minutes of that first half. Didn't see an awful lot of the ball. They kept their composure and finished very strongly. You say the front row with Trevor Davis and George Wigan and Lugovi'i Mulipola to the fore. Giles, well, Guest on the outside does eventually make the tackle on Callum Chick. Good work from the number 8, little dart down the blind side. Comes back in, good step. And it's all hands to the pump now for the Ospreys as they make tackle. Penny, the fullback, steps, rides a tackle, does very well. And they'll go, and it'll be the second row. Sean Robinson who goes over a try. Well, I'm not going to say it was easy, but
well, it was made to look quite easy.
Lot.
Yeah, made to look quite easy from Newcastle. Just targeted the blind side, used the short right-hand side here, just offloading the tackle. Thoki just found space on the right-hand side there, managed to creep round the side. Yes, I know. Ospreys are down to 13 men, so that is going to make a difference, but just good offloading and a bit of patience in the end there. Ospreys having to scramble. And again, Penny just beats two defenders and then looks down the blind hand side. Michael Young just heads up rugby.
Well, Tipperick will be back on the pitch after this conversion, but it is a very, very good start to this second half from the Newcastle Falcons. Look at concentration from Brett Connon. Oh, solid strike again from the outside half. Extra 2 points added to the total, and having come out to 14 all, the Falcons now lead 21-14 at the Liberty Stadium.
Yeah, Justin Tipperick back on the field. The Ospreys will be quite relieved about that. They need to get their numbers on. You've got to give credit to Newcastle. They targeted the areas in which there were gaps or spaces. Two forwards off the pitch from the Ospreys. Newcastle make the most of it. And that man, Sean Robertson, rewarded for his hard efforts.
Price, deep ball. Just on the 22. As Newcastle build again.
No. What is your...
Well, Dean Richards, you're very happy with the way your team finished that first half, and more so with the way that they started the second. Evans waits. Does what he does 99 times out of 100. Looks to go on a mazy run. Good ball, Morris into space. Great turn of pace from the number 8. Still going Tipperick inside. This will be a sort of about making an impact from the bench. Straight on after the yellow card. That will be all in one movement, and that's why the guy plays for Wales. That's why he gets picked for Lions. That is quality.
Yeah, typical Justin Tipperick, isn't it? One way to pay back your coach is to score a try and get back into a great running like Morgan Morris. Great step as well off his right foot. But that inside line, the lazy line they call it, which is normally the scrum half's line, was Justin Tipperick's that time. It's a lovely run. Great turn of pace, actually.
It was very good, wasn't it? And then the composure in the 22. And Tipperick had a bit to do here. Comes back inside, rolls.
He wouldn't have been too happy, mind, if he'd have been stopped by a scrum half there, but it was a good tackle. Lovely flat pass from Luke Price. Was the difference.
And again.
Oh,
they are going to the TMO.
Philip, you want to check?
It's taken a while, isn't it,
to show you
to blow his whistle.
You want to check the pass in the middle of the field?
Yes.
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
And you have another angle.
Yeah, for me.
Well, that's the pass they want to do.
Angle.
I can tell you, Newcastle have now left the position underneath the posts.
Thank you.
Yeah, for you it's clearly forward.
That's very clever.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame for the Ospreys. It was a great try.
I think it was a forward pass. You know, it did look forward, but even though the points won't stick, that will give confidence to the Ospreys. There are spaces there.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 calls on the TMO that haven't gone the Ospreys' way.
Thanks, Philip.
Yeah, such is the rugby these days. You never know. You know, even when someone goes over the try line these days, you don't celebrate too early because you're just waiting for the TMO to come back.
Well, from a position where the Ospreys thought that they would narrow the gap on their opponents, they come back to the halfway line to defend the scrum. Michael Young, ball in hand, feeds the scrum to the base of number 8. Chick. Little wrap around by Connor. Penny. Well, does well, but then spills it on the floor. And there'll be an opportunity now for the Ospreys to launch something.
Yeah. Good push defence from the Ospreys there, pushing that Newcastle to the touchline. Be interesting to see that tackle. Actually, it looked a little bit high from Owen Watkin, but
yeah, come on.
Was it? Well,
I think
it's okay.
Penny's dropping into it there, isn't it? It's a good tackle, but knock on from Penny.
C'est bon pour moi, Philippe. C'est le plus vite.
Yeah, in fact, that's the best scrum the Ospreys have had, and they're a man down. So.
Yeah, the tackle is always the guy.
Adam Beard.
You do nothing.
We'll be looking to get back into it and re-enter the fray. Expensive period for the Ospreys.
Please keep your bind.
Well, you'd expect this ball to come out of the scrum pretty sharpish.
Yeah, you see George North hovering around the back of that scrum. He'll want to get involved as well, looking for that short pass off Morgan Morris maybe. We haven't seen enough of him yet.
Ospreys will be happy with that. And again, frustrating for coaches. Newcastle, after thinking they conceded a try, suddenly take play to the Ospreys half and then give a cheap penalty away at a scrum and let the Ospreys off the hook.
Yeah, it's an area as well you don't want to give a penalty away because you know the Ospreys aren't really going to create much from there. Tend to think the coach will just want the scrum to be played. Don't give any penalties away. Pin them down in their own half and see what they've got to offer in that back line. Adam Beard comes back on. Rebolster that pack, the line out, which hasn't been going particularly well this afternoon.
Well, again, they're slow to the line out. Which is fine if you're accurate. There have been a couple that have gone astray. Parry goes to Beard, immediately back into the action, having come on after the yellow card. Welsh on the side of that. Once says the referee. Ospreys will now look to go. Ruben Morgan Williams just trying to eke out those last couple of metres. Price. Well,
no, Bolivier.
I thought he came a long way in there to make that tackle. Remember, he's the right winger. The big hit on Ali Wynn.
Well, turnover ball then straight into the hands of Robinson, the try scorer, or one of the try scorers, I should say, for Newcastle. Evans playing knock-on advantages. Evans has got a left boot downfield. Tom Penny leaves it. And now the fullback will take up the role of kick chase. Price.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, move back, please.
Low raking kick. Brett Connon into the 22.
Move.
Another opportunity now for Dan Evans. Has North inside it. North stays. Evans left foot. Kick tennis at the moment. Conan again will have another go. And it's a swap. And it is.
The ball just keeps it ended up in exactly the same place on both Ospreys and Newcastle side.
Well, it's who blinks first now. This time, Tom Penny. He kicks, looks to find touch, does just that. And you'd probably say advantage Newcastle.
Yeah, I switched off halfway through that, Andy, so I don't know who's the advantage there, but yeah, it's a bit of kick tennis. Both chases from both teams, pretty good. One line up there, so it's a Dan Evans and Penny didn't want to have a crack.
Too many times.
The referee's telling Newcastle to play on.
Well, very interesting when one of their guys was receiving treatment in that line out, and it's all a little bit scrappy there. An accidental offside, and I have to say that's I think that's a bit of a tough call in Ospreys, because one of the medical staff for Newcastle was actually in the line out.
I think he went up. They threw him up, I think, but the referee was telling the medical staff to get off and to play on. But he's still there, isn't he? Ruben Morgan-Williams doesn't know the ball's coming there. It's just a bit of miscommunication there. Accidental offside. It's just the basics, really. And again, this is going to allow Newcastle to get back deep.
It's a very good kick as well.
Deep into the 22 of the Ospreys.
Well, you have to say Brett Connon and Michael Young just grown in confidence now at half-back for Newcastle. Starting to pull the strings, a little bit more vocal.
Newcastle aren't in any rush whatsoever either to get the game going. Eating away at the clock.
To the front, it's scrappy, but a great clear up from Guigan. Oh, great rip in midfield. Play on, says the referee. The ball has gone down backwards in Wilson takes it on, they come again. Little slip from Connon, the outside half. Numbers are still there. Peterson drives it on. Lukaku. Stevenson off his wing comes in, adds a little bit of impetus. The try scorer's missed. Lukaku takes it again, the centre, just goes into that Ospreys defence, rides the tackle, looks after the ball. McGuigan takes it up. Little pick from the base from the big fella, and it is Mulipola does very well indeed. Turno Apollo Tipbrooks on the base. Well, he felt for sure the big man was going to go all the way. Dangerous stuff. They were playing advantage, which is now turned into a penalty.
Knock on. Number 4, yeah, clearly offside.
Well, this is the moment where you want someone like Alan Wynne-Jones to put your foot on the ball and say, lads, take a breath.
Yeah, it needs someone, doesn't it? It's a bit hectic. Yeah, the Ospreys have just had a try disallowed from Tipuric, but they still need points on the board. Need to get in a good position and play on from there. Yeah, that was a great running line as well, I think, from was it from Mulipola? What a contact to Dan Evans, look.
He did very well, didn't he?
Does do very well.
As he was being swatted, he managed to grab the ball.
He went a bit high on Mulipola, who's a big man, but
I don't think it matters.
Fingers on the ball, didn't he?
I'm not sure you'd get your arms around his sternum or his knees.
No.
All good?
He did very. It was a lovely pickup as well.
Time on.
There are moments when the big fellas spoil it for scrum halves by picking the ball up, and there are times like that when it's exactly the right moment. Couldn't finish it though.
Outside. Stop. Okay, outside.
Penny. The run from the fullback over the halfway line is met by Ruben Morgan-Williams, the man who kicked the ball to him. Releases a call from the referees. Just that young. The hands of Peterson. Connon dragged to the floor. His halfback partner looks after it. Chick this time, the number 8. And Watkin tried his best to rip that ball. It's a little bit loose. Connon does well. Offloads from the big fella. Logaviti Mulipola looks after possession.
Beard and Alan Wynne-Jones needed that.
Evans Well, left foot down the touchline.
Stop, Gray, stop, Gray.
That's a good kick.
Yeah,
that is a good kick. Brett Connon has to take it the second time of asking.
Stop.
And then returns. Giles now is an opportunity. Offloads to his outside half, Price.
Stop.
Price dinks it into space, finds grass.
That's a very good kick, because Luke Price has had a look up. No one on the right-hand side, back for Newcastle, and that's a real big gain. First time we've seen a bit of positive play from the Ospreys over the last 10 minutes.
Well, as we saw for the Giles try, it was made by Price, and on that occasion it was Price who kicked the ball into space, and it was Price who was the first man there, chasing his own kick.
Yeah, Ospreys really need some points on the board tonight. Neither teams have really looked for the three-pointer. They're all going for the 7 points.
Tiprick feigned to throw off in front. Morgan Williams goes through, offloads into the hands then of Williams. Does very well, has no support. Well, arm out from the referee, which will save the Ospreys.
Holding, advantage, offside, not 10.
Well, yeah, you'd have to say,
13
given where they are.
Okay. Your mark here?
Yeah, it's offside the penalties for. I think Kieran Williams was holding the ball in the tackle after he went through. He had no support whatsoever. Be interesting to see the pass as well.
Well, penalty is against Orlando, the Argentinian. They can kick for penalty. Yeah. Here's the move. Lovely little break from the scrum half. It was forward as well, wasn't it?
Can I have some water?
I think they'd have felt really hard done by if Kieran Williams would have gone under the post there again, and it would have been a taken off, rubbed off.
What I don't understand now is why they don't look at that. Why they can't look at that.
Thank you very much.
Either way, Luke Price won't worry at all.
Jeez.
Won't get many easier kicks, but strikes it confidently and narrows the gap. It's 21 points to 17 now. The hosts, Newcastle, lead the Ospreys.
Yeah, I think the Ospreys just realised now, look, they need some points on the board. They've been in these areas but haven't come away with much. You know, how many times this season have we seen them kick to the corner, driving maul, hooker comes away with a 5-pointer. This time, you can tell they're under pressure because they just need points on the board. Just need to get back into this game, play in the right areas.
Well, Toby Booth looks on pensively. There is Connon, high, just outside the 22, taken with consummate ease out of the air by the mercurial Alan Jones.
Step, move back.
Close to the ruck this time for Ruben Morgan Williams. Just creates a little bit of a breakdown, a little offside line for himself.
9. Stay back.
And the scrum half then, right-footed into the box. Penny
a bit too far, isn't it? Just a bit. Oh.
Well, it's gone forward. George North coming on this like a steam train. Has to keep his composure now. Has to let the man get up. Probably just about did that.
No.
Well, Newcastle now 10 metres from their own line, looking for a get-out.
I don't know what happened there. That ball bounced out like that, but good pressure from George North. This is the areas they want to be playing in.
Well, a bit of composure now from both teams. Newcastle, because they need to clear their lines. Ospreys, they do not want to give a penalty away and let Newcastle off the hook. Young takes responsibility, clears his line, and not a bad clearing kick at all from the acute angle he had there, kicking over the top of the ruck.
Yeah, very good kick, isn't it? But look, it's a good chase. Be interesting to see what happens here, actually. Good support. Right, it gets ripped out by Owen Watkin and then kicked, I think. The ball goes back, so he's got the right to chase that. Well played, Owen Watkin.
Well, you've seen it a couple of times now. Dan Evans with a try-saving rip. Owen Watkin. It's obviously something that they do work on.
Yeah, well, it's you see a lot of driving mauls now as well, and the initial hit is always, you see the player that'll go in and try and rip it, try and dislodge the ball.
Well, Kieran Williams took that one. In fact, the ball was pushed in front of George North, who was on a decoy run. Parry Little offload into the hands of Morris. Morris breaks through again. Great free from the number 8. Excellent tackle coming in. Well, you have to say, Morris has shown that he's very, very nimble on his feet. It's the reason the last time the Ospreys played, he was man of the match.
Yeah. He came off the bench against Worcester as well, where we were up there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Had a great impact in that game as well. Lovely run in line.
Yeah,
good feet as well. Just Ruben Morgan, he takes far too long there. He moans at the ref, but you've got to get that ball away quick. Away a lot quicker than that. Look, it's 2 seconds. He's got his hands on the ball there. It's good defence from Newcastle.
Yeah, it's scrum.
Well, it was a good tackle as well from Ben Stevenson on the number 8.
Yeah, let's go.
Morris. Yeah, 2 very, very good incisive runs.
Hits that ball, great angles, nice and flat. Bit of pace on him as well, isn't he, for a big man? Just needed a bit more support as he went through. It's always difficult when you hit that flat pass. You're always head start, you're always ahead of the supporting runners.
Stay back, stay back.
Chick looks after the ball, feeds his scrum half. Textbook escape from your own 22 and takes play up to the halfway line. That's very, very well worked from Newcastle indeed.
Yeah, that's it. That's a huge. No, I think he's got that wrong. The linesman's got that wrong, isn't he?
Oh, surely.
Substitution, please. Newcastle 1, Newcastle 6.
You speak to me. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Very interestingly, did a Super Rugby game, and they're now using this captain's call, where you have one challenge. And it actually worked in the Blues Chiefs game I did, and it worked in that. It was a penalty in a crucial moment, and it was turned over, and that could be something that was used there. I think it will come in. I thought it was a very, very good law.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Was he deemed to have taken that over the line himself?
I
didn't
felt
seem to be the case, did it?
Quite confident that he caught it above his head whilst in touch. Good ball again. Great ball to attack from. Newcastle into midfield through the number 8, Callum Chick. Mulipola, dummy run on this occasion. Chick goes to the blind side, they come to the open. Lucock, great tackle from Alan Jones.
Stop, stop.
Dan Evans should be under this quite easily. No need to call a mark. Left foot downfield, siege gun. That's more like the Evans you know. Penny. Aerial route again from Newcastle. Price downfield. Finds his opposite number. Conan infield, this time into the hands of Stevenson. Tackles made. Ospreys
never on the ball.
Hold the Newcastle attack for the time being. Conan again over the head of Evans. Ball bounces unkindly for the fullback and he slips, but being left-footed favours him this side of the pitch. And again, kick tennis and a little advantage for Newcastle. They make 10-11 metres. So a raft of changes coming for the Ospreys.
9 and 11 as well.
5 coming on for the Ospreys.
So Ospreys 9,
Phillips.
11, 8.
We have 3.
Venter.
Okay, just done. Yeah, just wait.
We have more substitutions as well. Ludo, hold it.
Matt Prothero coming on for Giles. And Gareth Evans, I believe, is coming on for Morgan Morris.
No. Time is off. Substitution. Chris, all good?
Well, for Newcastle as well, Kyle Cooper has come on.
No, we wait. Yeah, we wait. Yeah, time is off here.
Ospreys 6 off. Ospreys 6.
Ospreys 6. Ospreys 6. He said it's gone already. All good?
Play on. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Time on.
So, George McGuigan. Line is set. Second half, their line-up work has been very good. Go to the middle, takes it down. Young does well, ball at his feet. Scrum half works very hard, gets his knee down. Under pressure immediately from Gareth Evans.
Knee on the ground, it's a tackle.
Well, referee just...
No, we play.
A little bit of help for the referee from scrum half, Michael Young.
Let's go.
Conan again. Looking to put it into the corner. Does just that 15 metres or so from the Ospreys line. Well, who'd be a coach, huh?
We got 2 men down, 2 men down.
Yeah, Ospreys doing their best to lose this game, aren't they, at the moment? They're really playing into the hands of Newcastle. Newcastle just trying to keep hold of the ball, play through the phases, completely frustrate the Ospreys and wait for that penalty. And 9 times out of 10, unfortunately for the Ospreys, it's been coming from the referee. You know, certainly Newcastle feel that if they could stay in these areas, they could sneak a try and win the game.
Well, brave calls, I think, for the Ospreys. 5 substitutions in one go. You talk about sometimes it can disrupt the flow, the pattern, but they need something at the moment. They need to change something.
Yeah.
Surprised slightly to see Morgan Morris come off.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're playing that kind of game, and you know there's a lot of players really that were actually looking a bit tired as the game's gone on. Yeah, fresh legs, Prothero, he'll certainly pick up the pace and get involved in this game. A player like him could end up evidently winning the game in the end, but something needs to be done with the Ospreys. It just hasn't been good enough so far.
Go to the middle, well taken. Good battle there, Alwyn Jones in there. Little flat pass into the hands of Lucock. Still stays on his feet. Tipperick makes the tackle, but Newcastle playing advantage now.
Use it!
Van der Vault is in there somewhere. Ball slowly comes back.
Still advantage. Contact with the jumper.
Kalamchik leaves it. Van der Vault is there alongside Kyle Cooper. The drive comes in. Tipperick once again puts his body on the line for the Ospreys. Newcastle come, they hit that blind side, repelled once again by the Ospreys defence. Mark Tamplin this time just looks after the ball, arm out again, advantage. Very, very close to that line, they're over in fact. It was good weight coming in from Philip van der Vault of South Africa. Well, I'm not sure it is at the bottom of that, but it's another try for Newcastle. Well, the referee was right on the spot. They're looking as to whether there was a double movement at all. They'll go back up to the TMO.
Yeah, again, more frustration from the Ospreys. I think it's George McGuigan says he's over the line.
So on-field decision.
Oh, that's close, isn't it?
Oh, that's great skill.
Not right, but too short. We have 2
tell you what, if that is George McGuigan, he's probably deserved a try with all his ball carries today.
The first footage,
oh, do you know,
the ball is short, and the second one also. La première image montre que c'est court et la deuxième aussi. On va voir cette troisième. Ouais, c'est court. I have a decision.
Okay, so you have
I think it's short.
The ball is short.
The ball is short, so not try.
No.
Not try, ball is short. But we have 2 PK.
Well, they were on penalties anyway, penalty advantage, so they'll go back again.
Yeah, Dan. Where is first? Here? Here's the first.
Well, it was in fact Morgan Morris who picked the ball up.
Captain.
Great awareness.
Captain.
However,
your first PK for contact with the jumper, and other at 5 meters offside.
Well, that was interesting because I just thought it was a very good battle in the air. And I don't think Alan Wynne was actually lifted at all. It was a jump under his old propulsion.
Yeah,
I thought that was quite a good challenge, but
I think there is contact, but he seems to leave him go, doesn't he, when he's lost the ball, which is obviously the right thing to do. But
tap and go.
The referee seems to have seen something else instead. Yeah,
tap and go.
Of course.
Why more people don't do this? I don't know. Hang on.
Tap and give.
Tap and pass. Pick and go again. McGuigan just drives, makes another couple of metres. Ospreys have to be careful, have to keep their composure, do the right things. Van der Vaart. Again, another player from the bench making an impact for Newcastle. Kyle Cooper stands guard alongside his scrum half, Michael Young. Drive comes on again, excellent leg drive from the forwards. Cooper is there. Gets the support on McGuigan, they drive and go just short again. Cooper squeezes the ball through his legs. Van der Vaart is there. Back he goes, left-hand side. Referee right on the spot. Michael Young, the scrum half, looking, digging, cajoling his forwards into the position. They go again. Centimetre short this time, Newcastle. Pressure is right on the Ospreys. Base of the post now. Ball against the purple post pad will do. That'll be a try now. Is that a try or penalty? It's on the line. Well, I'm not sure if that isn't the scrum half. Philip Van der Vaart, the South African, off the bench, came very close on a couple of occasions. Third time of asking, he goes over underneath the sticks, and that could be a crucial score for Newcastle.
Yeah, I tell you one thing as well for Newcastle, whenever they've got in this area today, they have certainly come away with points. Very patient, played through the phases. There's no way that ball's going anywhere past the breakdown there. And they've just crawled inch by inch over the try line several times today. Good awareness and a good finish by Van der Vaart.
Well, it was relentless for the Ospreys, isn't it? It's just wave after wave of players coming, as you say. Shouts from wingers and fullbacks and outside centres were futile.
It's not coming, let me tell you. But it's effective, so there's no need for it. They're very methodical, they take their time.
Well, Connor adds the extras. And it now, a big gap starting to open up. The Ospreys, I have to say, are probably now up against it.
Yeah, they just need to get out of the ball, don't they? It's, players like George North, Chiperick, Kieran Williams is, Matt Prothero's on now as well. They need to get the ball into these players' hands if they're going to create anything. We just haven't seen enough of it. It's good competition from George. He goes up. Unfortunately, it just comes off. His forearm goes forward into Watkins' hands.
Time off. Captain. Now we have to play quickly. Each time we're off, all the players time with one.
Well, the referee saying that you can get your treatment, but you've got to be quick elsewhere. To be quite honest, a line out, oh, it's a knock on actually, it's a scrum. I was going to say a line out can go on without them, but it's a scrum we'd struggle without a front rower.
Newcastle just taking their time now, and they've got all their medical staff on, all their water boys on, just taking the sting out of the Ospreys. Eating down the clock.
Dean Richards written all over it.
I'm not saying nothing.
Well, you have to say, they weathered the Ospreys storm first half, went 14 points down, kept their composure, didn't panic, and have edged their way back into this game to the extent that if you were a betting person, your money would firmly be on the team in white.
Yeah, it was looking quite daunting for the Newcastle first 10-15 minutes, and the Ospreys full control. But there you are. Pressure on the scrum from the Ospreys. This, I'm sure, will go into the corner. Driving more, which, in fact, is one of the Ospreys' best plays. Hasn't been effective at all today. Newcastle have certainly defended that really well. They got another goal.
Well, it's about being precise now. The Ospreys have put themselves in this position a couple of times in this game, and their unit skills have let them down slightly. Precision is now order of the day. Phillips finds his jumper. Now they set. Just the drive now. Ball is at the back. They'll go through. Oh, a little snipe on that blind side by Venter. George North comes in off that wing, drives. Excellent leg drive from the big man. Playing advantage. Evans does well. Tipperick leaves it for Venter. Drive again. Scommart now snapping at his forwards' feet into the hands then of Williams. Williams gets tackled, turns. Tipperick thought about the offload, thought better of it, sets it back. Venter's there again. Watkin, Evans looking for his second try, can't quite get there. Venter once again, lovely angle coming there. Ospreys just short of the line. Evans did well. Still they're playing penalty advantage. Offside, says the referee. We go again. Morris. Venter comes back to the left-hand side, changes mind, goes right hand, runs up a little bit of a blind alley. Good news for the Ospreys though, ball is maintained. Adam Beard this time looks after it. Evans, as he close, well, releases the call from the referee. Must be very short arm out from the referee. He's happy the try has gone over. Well, Ospreys suddenly spring into life. They work themselves to underneath the sticks and come away that the try, that effort deserved.
Yeah, and they had to come away with a try. At one point there, it looked like they'd run out of direction, didn't know which way to go. Again, we were talking about, both are there. One of the subs has come on, fresh legs. Needed that to pump over from a yard. I think if the Ospreys didn't come away with points there, or a try certainly, it would have been game over. But good character showed. Need to get their hands back on this ball now, get back down and finish this this game off with another try.
Well, the extra points added, and the Ospreys do well just to narrow the gap.
Yeah, Newcastle in no hurry whatsoever to come away from the post there.
Well, good pick and drive.
Yeah, the penalty was coming, but both are still had to finish it. He had Ali Wynn on his back as well, pushing him over. It's game on.
Ludo, Newcastle 6 is captain.
Okay.
And HIA.
6. You are captain.
Josh Thomas is on as well for Luke Price, so you want to get involved in this game. He's got 10 minutes to show what he's capable of. All front foot. There won't be much kicking going on, I don't think.
Well, a few changes. I think that Welch has come back on for Van der Veld for Newcastle. Well, it's all to play for now. 4 points in it.
Outside.
Evans, left peg, slips as he kicks it. Bounces kindly for Conan. Inside to his fullback Penny. Finds a gap, spins, just evades the tackle of Adam Beard. Conan again pulls it back. Prothero comes in to make the tackle on Wetherthuke. Conan offloads to Peterson. Good drive coming in from Kyle Cooper, but excellent play from the Ospreys. Very good strength shown by Davis.
Yeah, very
excellent
clever
body position.
Clever defensively there. Just slightly involved in the tackle, but he leaves go, gets his hands on there nice and early. Bit isolated there. Robinson, Ospreys got 3 players over the top. All of a sudden, Ospreys look like they're going for the kill. Bit of urgency in the way they're playing. Probably haven't seen that since the first 20 minutes of the game.
Well, again, the Ospreys are very deliberate with their line out. Certainly no rush whatsoever, which, given the state of play, I find surprising.
I think there is about 6 minutes left to try and win this game.
Tipperick off the top to the hands of Venter. Comes back to Williams. Well, I'm not sure what's happened there, but it will be.
On the side. I saw. Take me the time to play this well. Okay, next time I will turn.
Ooh.
Time up.
Kyle Cooper had a talking to then.
Clear side and 3.
Well, he's still got the penalty.
Yeah. Let's have a look now.
Time is up.
Well, is he just the appeal into the referee?
It's Phillips, isn't it, from the side, number 17 for the Ospreys, comes in the side. Yeah. I think
7-0, but...
Yeah. Again, it's story of the day, isn't it? It's a silly penalty that's not needed to be given. He's overrun the run in his support run for Kieran Williams. He's come in through the side, he's taken Cooper out right in front of the referee. And I think the chat to Cooper from the referee was he had a little bit of retaliation, pushed Phillips in the head, but, you know, frustrating. There's a Ospreys just getting back into the swing of things.
Well, it's been quite a stop-start game, isn't it? It's never really got going. Fits and starts. Purple patches for both sides.
Yes, it's been quite a bizarre game, to be fair. You know, initially it looked like the Ospreys were here to play open, expansive rugby. Keelan Giles on the left-hand side, making yards as soon as he touched the ball. But after that, they didn't seem like they wanted to get the ball out wide. Newcastle came back in the game, completely frustrated the Ospreys because their discipline had gone. And all of a sudden, the Ospreys are looking down the barrel of a loss to Newcastle.
Well, Newcastle, another opportunity to launch an attack into the Ospreys half again. Good throw, well timed. The hooker goes and slots in the back of the driving wall. They just try and run the clock down and get this going. Plenty of help from scrum half Michael Young to the referee. Flat ball again. Tackle comes in from Venter. Newcastle have just managed to get onto that front foot. Cooper drives on. Tipperick makes the tackle. Moving into the last 5 minutes of the game. Well, shorter than he expected, but at least it gives his side an opportunity to win it back. They haven't done that. Thomas does well. Now 5 minutes is plenty of time to get another score. You have to put yourselves in the right positions.
Yeah, patience hasn't really been Ospreys' best attribute so far in this game, especially with the amount of penalties they've given away. But
well, this could work. Ball inside into the hands of Tom Penny. Plenty of running. Oh, is that high? Certainly bang in midfield. Oh, Watkin came off the worst there. I tell you, he looks a little bit groggy on his feet there. High tackle is called. Nothing malicious at all, but obviously there is that advice now that they want tackles kept low.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it was a high tackle. You could see it from here. It's a desperate lunge. It's one of those seat belts, isn't it? It slips up around the neck. Newcastle will certainly hold on to this, get the time gone. Stevenson there just takes it round the neck. It is high. It is a penalty. They go in Watty and took a belt as well. As a result, the Newcastle be in no rush to get this ball going. There it is. Kieran Williams is taking one on the snout.
High tackle. Okay. Yeah, please.
Well, so it's Newcastle who will come again. And they've been quite efficient with this the penalty and line-out procedure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think if one thing Toby Booth will be talking about this week after this game is the discipline. You look at the players that the Ospreys have on show here today. Hundreds of caps, international caps. A lot of players that played a lot of rugby this season for the Ospreys. However, the penalties is through the roof. And as well as it frustrating you as a team, it's also giving teams opportunities to play in the right areas and starve you of the ball as well. So it's you know, just hasn't been a good enough performance from the Ospreys today.
Well, Ruben Morgan Williams will come back on. There's the, as you said, you called it. It was a double hit and just took one. Will go off HIA. Brett Connors kicked very well on this near side, isn't he?
Yeah, very well. I think, you know, he could easily have gone safe there and just got it close to the halfway line as possible, but he's, you know, all right, he hasn't quite gone for the corner, but he's made 30-40 yards with that kick. Got Newcastle into a good position, a safe position for them. They'll catch this now and they'll drive it and they'll take their time.
McGuigan to throw to the line. It shows just how well he's played. Not very often a hooker stays the course nowadays.
No, he has had a great game. He's a pocket rocket, isn't he?
He's there again. That man takes the first tackle. Cooper drives on. In fact, the front row forwards for Newcastle have been very impressive. Whatever guy, oh, lovely flick. It would have gone into the hands of McGuigan.
By 20.
Oh, so close, so close. And I tell you,
want to catch the ball. It's not deliberate.
He's made an effort to catch it. If he didn't, this was into the hands of McGuigan, I think, and there was a gaping hole. There's the flat ball.
Oh, it is too.
There's a huge hole.
It is. That sums up the afternoon, I think, for the Ospreys. And there's numbers on the left there as well. They got excited, but right decision. Again, all that does is eat the clock. Puts Newcastle in a cracking position here, right in front of the post. Options both sides. They'll take their time. Some physios on the field again.
Great.
Well, you'd have to say that.
Just put time on when the scrum restarts.
Referee just confirming time will go on when the scrum starts. You wouldn't put it past Newcastle to go 3 or 4 phases. Brett Connon back into the pocket. Simple 3-point drop goal. Yeah, an underused tactic, I feel.
Yeah, well, you don't see it, do you? That's for sure. But they've been very comfortable whenever they've got into the Ospreys 22. They've kept the ball well. They've played through the phases. Especially when they get really close to that try line, they don't come away without any points. So, yeah, you wouldn't put it past them, but I think they'll try and keep this ball as close as they possibly can to the big forwards. And who knows, maybe go for a cheeky 3-pointer in the end for Conan.
With a lovely blind side to work with. They go to the left-hand side. Fakathoke goes on the outside dummies. No one takes it, but the speedster goes to ground, looks after the ball. Robinson waits. It's missed. It's given to Peterson, the second row partner, who now drives. Clears through McGuigan. Doesn't take any chances. Looks after that ball as you'd expect a hooker to. They go left this time. Good drive comes in. Adam Beard doing his utmost to repel the Newcastle attack. Young has to dig it out. Uses the call from the referee. Cannon pulls it back. Robinson. Fakathoke again steps back inside under the attention of George North. McGuigan still the combative forward, continues. Cooper, exactly the same script as his hooker. Catch the ball, attract defenders, make a meter, look after the ball. Peterson does exactly the same. This all eating into the clock.
Use it, 9.
Newcastle within touching distance. 4-point advantage, coming back from a deficit of 14 points early in the first half. Still they go.
You lose.
It's just clever play from Newcastle. There's nothing.
Use it.
There's nothing extravagant about it. It's just pick and goals, eat away the clock. Keep it nice and tight. Look, you've got 15 players there within about 10 yards of each other.
If somehow the ball came out on the Ospreys side now, Newcastle would be in trouble. But I don't think there's going to be much danger of that. Well, they look to try and kick the ball out. They don't do it. Luckily for them, though, it's come back on the Newcastle side. More is the call from the Ospreys. The ball is in there, and this time Michael Young does everything he can, hammers the ball over the touchline. It is Newcastle that come to the Liberty Stadium against an Ospreys side that was boosted by the return of their Welsh internationals. Despite that, and going down 14 points early in the first half, they come back with 4 tries, and at the Liberty Stadium it is Newcastle who take the spoils and go through the red round. 28 points to 24.
Justin, I have to start with that non-try. What did you make of those key decisions in that match today?
Look, we can pick bones out of it, but no, we started well and we just took our foot off the pedal really, and made them get back into the game really easy with some poor mistakes and poor discipline.
Was the discipline the difference today, do you think?
I think obviously coming into the games, you know that these days you can't, with all the law changes, you can't give anything, otherwise teams just take advantage of it. And we knew Newcastle had a good set piece, and if they had territory, we would pay. So yeah, it was a big part of it, and we just probably didn't look after the ball in the middle section of the field in the first half.
And obviously there wasn't a game last week for the Ospreys. Do you think that dampened the momentum going into today?
No, I'm not going to make excuses for us. We should have done a lot better than we did, especially the second half and towards the end of the game. It was just our own errors that lost us that game.
Unlucky today.
Cheers, thanks.
And look.
Congratulations, Mickey. You are the man of the match. You controlled that second half.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a bit of a nervy start to the first half, and we said obviously with the way we came in at half time, with those guys were down to Ospreys down to 13 men, that we had to control and we had to take responsibility of our own actions rather than let them dictate to us. And I felt we did that as we came out in the second half.
And the kicking game was key today. What was said in that changing room second half time then?
No, we just said stick to our principles. We prepare for it as we do all week, and we do week in, week out, and nothing really changed for us. So we stick to our basics and we go through our kicking regime and stuff, and I think it worked for us at times today.
Well, congratulations, you are the man of the match.
Brilliant, thanks a lot. Cheers. Thank you.